Hey guys, back with another video to show you some of the things that I've been working on. So these are some of my whips or works in progress, and I have several that I'm in the middle of because I can't keep my focus long enough to finish anything specific. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you what I've been working on, and then I'll show you some new yarns that I picked up yesterday. I didn't need any more yarn, but there was a new yarn I saw that came out and I really wanted it, and I had coupons, it was on sale, so I got it. But I'll show you that here in a minute. One of the things I've been working on, so this is just like it's actually finished, but it's a cute little like twist headband, and I made this out of the Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek yarn, which is a weight of 4. And I forget what color. I think this is the tag for it. Yeah, it's just called Neutral Stripe, and it's like $3.99 at Hobby Lobby for a skein. You get 186 yards. I like it. It's a pretty good like standard yarn, and they've got some neat little color combos. And I like the way this one color pooled so that you get kind of the dark colors on either end, and it went lighter as I went along. And so this is kind of like a small adult size. I'll probably just throw that in a booth to sell or on Etsy. And I'm in the middle of making a smaller one, so we can have like a mommy and me kind of set. The only thing is, as I'm going through on this one, I'm not getting the same fun color pooling, so I don't know if I'm gonna redo it and try to make the colors go in the specific pattern so that they can really match, or I don't know, once I see where we end up, because I think we're starting to get into the lighter color. I want to see what it looks like with just like light on one side, so we will see. This one, it's very standard. I just put however many stitches on that I want, and maybe just like a few extra stitches to allow for the twist. And then I'm using a really small hook. I'm using a 3.5 millimeter, and then every other row, like I'm switching it up. I'm doing half double crochets into the back loop on one row, and then half double crochets in the front loop, and then the next row the back loop, and vice versa. That way I end up with nice little like ridges there, and then those ridges end up on the outside with the twist. I think it's so cute. So that's a neutral set. And then this is actually yarn that I picked up yesterday. I do have more yarn to show, but this is what I picked up yesterday to make more of these twist headbands. And it's the same kind of yarn, just in a different colorway, and it's actually in Soft and Sleek Baby. So I really think the only difference is, well, the yardage is a little different too. Just kidding. In the regular Soft and Sleek, you get 4 ounces, and then for the same price, you get 3.5 ounces, and it ends up being 164 yards. But they're both a 4 weight. And so this is the, Baby Bee, not Yarn Bee. Baby Bee Soft and Sleek Baby. And I actually prefer it because the colors are so much more fun than the other ones. And this one is called Gimme Sugar, like Gimme, Gimme Sugar. And I think that's so fun. Mostly kind of white with some oranges, pinks, and then spots of the other colors in it. Lots of fun, and I'm just getting started on this one. It goes a little bit slower because I'm using that small hook, but I like this project because it's small and it's easy to take with me places, and I can just, you know, whip one up pretty quick. The other thing I'm working on, I wouldn't even call it that I'm working on anything, or that I'm working on it at all, because this is my 10-year plus project. Let's see. I started it the year I got married, and I've been married 12 years, so it's a 12-year project. I actually pulled it out this past summer when we were on the road trip to Missouri for a family reunion. And I was like, I'm gonna finish this in the car, on the road. And then I got started and I needed something and I didn't have it when I needed it. So I was like, oh, dang it. So I will pick this up as soon as I get the stuff and I will finish it, and I never did. So here I am. And this is Totoro. My Neighbor Totoro, the Studio Ghibli anime. Where's it at? Oh my word, you've got to be kidding me. Is it not in here? It's literally not in here. The yarn's in here. One of the ears or maybe the tail is in here. But it's not in here. Huh. And I just cleaned my craft room and I didn't see it in here. I didn't know it was missing. This is not good. I'm gonna have to look for that. I'm not super concerned because if I was obsessed with it, it wouldn't have taken me 12 years to finish it. But it's actually the first amigurumi I've ever attempted. And so far the only one I've ever attempted. And it doesn't seem to be hard. I can follow a pattern, and I don't know why it's taken me so long to finish it. I think I prefer to make like clothes, garments. I can't believe this is missing now. Isn't that funny? Okay. Well, I will continue to keep you interested with a cliffhanger. One of these days, I will show you the project. I gave it away a little bit. You know it's Totoro. My Neighbor Totoro. Ooh, I found a nice hook. And it's a 3.5 that I'm using for the other one. There's a cute little stitch marker. I can't remember if I made that one or not. This little shell. Well, gosh, stop swinging. Isn't it cute? Okay, well, I guess I'm not finishing this project anytime soon. I need to find it first. I bet it escaped and is looking for a different crocheter to actually finish it. I was like, I've waited long enough for her. She's never gonna finish me. I'm gonna go find somebody who will. Just kidding, not showing you that one. So I recently finished a pattern. I finished testing a pattern, not super recently. It was this past year. It was like this summer, fall. I don't know. I am horrible with time. But I made the, oh gosh, I'm blanking on names too. But the pattern is by Mac Dye Conley. It is available for purchase, I believe, through Ravelry. I will add something in the comments. I think the dog's jumping at the door. I'll add something in the comments so you have a link to the pattern and her page. But she chose me to be one of her testers for this cute tank top. And if I have a second, it sounds like they're opening the door, but they're not. If I have a second to think about it, I can remember the name of it. I'm currently testing another pattern, and that one I can remember the name right now, but this one I can't. Funfetti crop tank, I believe. The Funfetti crop tank. And hers that is on the pattern, the image on it is like it looks like Funfetti cake, and it's so cute. I chose a different yarn for mine, and mine's actually way too big for me now. I've lost quite a bit of weight since I made this. I still love it though. I love all of these colors. Aren't they just so pretty? The yarn I used for this is actually like a fine #1 that I got at Hobby Lobby, and it's around $6 a ball. I can't remember exactly the amount of yardage you get with it, but it was all very reasonable. And this is like, I believe, it might be a cotton acrylic blend, or it may be just acrylic, but it's fully washable, machine washable, and it is like, it's surprising the texture that it comes out in. Like, it makes me think that it is like 100% cotton, but it's not. I believe it's like, there's at least a good portion of it that's acrylic, and I can't find the tag I used to make that right offhand. But I love the yarn. I can't wait to use it again, and I love the colors in it. Oh my gosh, they're just so fun. This reminds me of like sorbet, I don't know, is there a difference? But it just, like, when I made it, I was like, this is like fruity ice cream. And this pattern is just so cute, and like, it's such a like simple, but very simple, sturdy, good design. I don't know how to explain it, but I love how the straps are so tiny, but like, there's really good coverage, because I don't, you know, I like to be semi-modest. And even though this is a crop shirt, it's not like a belly shirt. It is shorter, but it covers all the important parts. And then you got the lace that you can add. And the way the pattern's written, if you wanted to add more length or even shorten it, you easily could. And I just think it turned out great. And I was really wondering how the color pooling would turn out because of the way that I made it. I'm trying to think here. Okay, I think I started on this side, and then I got down here to this color, and then no, I started on this side, made this piece. Hey, I'm recording. Just to warn you, so you don't say anything crazy. I'm not gonna stop it either. Are you gonna say hi? No, I'm not gonna edit it out. Because I'm not gonna edit it out. Why? Because I'm not. Because I said so. Okay. You need something?
I just want to see you.
You just want to see me? You want to give me a hug? Here, come over here. Okay. That's okay that this is all your hands. She wanted a hug, so I gave her a hug. So anyway, back to this tank top. I think I started on this side, made this, and then started this side, and then it wanted me to connect, so then my collar started going this way. So I was like, is it gonna look okay with the top parts being completely different? And I actually like how it turned out. I think it turned out really nice. So now I'm gonna have like a decently oversized tank top, but I'm gonna try a few different things with styling it. See if I can dress it up a little bit and maybe even try to wear it to work. I don't know. But I really like it. It makes me happy. The colors make me happy. Yeah. And then I had a little bit of extra yarn. And one of the project bags that I was carrying around, okay, so I got this purse off of Shein. And it came with a different strap. But it wasn't long enough for how long I would want the crossbody bag to be. So I had taken that off and was just carrying it as like a little handbag, but I used it as a project bag. So once that top got too big to fit in here, I switched it to a different bag. But while it was still small, I carried it around in this quite a bit. And this, just with the colors and everything, I loved it because it matched the shirt. And then I added these cute little Hello Kitty and Friends keychains that I got for like my birthday and stuff. I'm a kid. I can't grow up. And then I have some cute little pins I got from like Hot Topic and stuff. So I've decorated that. And then with the extra yarn I had from the shirt, I made some new straps. And I love the way these turned out. It's like I said, it matched the bag so well. And I love the different texture it brings to the whole thing. So now I have a cute little small project bag. I can show off a little bit of crochet, and I get to keep this something made out of this yarn with me all the time, and I like the way it feels. I have major aversion to certain textures and yarns, and so I'm very happy that this is nice and smooth, and even when my hands are dry, it feels pretty good. I like it. Okay, I'll show you in a different video the other pattern I'm testing once we're done with the test and the pattern is out. That way I can link that out so you guys can get that pattern. But I did buy some yarn, and I'm going to make the sweater again because this yarn was not out when I was looking for yarn for this. And now that it is out, I'm like, I need to make this in this yarn. So I will show you that in a second, but I'm still going to show you, I still have to show you the other things that I'm working on first. Okay. So these two things are out of the same yarn. Like I said, I'm very picky when it comes to my yarn. It needs to be soft. And this yarn is so soft. So soft. I'm obsessed with it. Obsessed. I need to make like a long sleeve floor length dress so I can just wear it all the time, or a robe. That'd be cool. I can make a robe. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm making here. I didn't have a pattern, and I was to the point where I'm like, I just want to knit and touch this yarn. So I started knitting this like infinity scarf cowl thing, and I don't know what it's gonna look like once it's on, like how it's gonna lay and stuff, but like I said, I'm just having fun going through the process with this. It is still on the needles. I did start this, I was working on this probably the beginning of the year. Was it the beginning of the year? I'm trying to think of when it was. I think it was last band season. So last fall, not this past fall, but the fall before. But I had put it on hold because I had picked up another project, and then I picked up this other project that was actually using the same yarn. And this yarn is Yarn Bee Ethereal Eyelash. Comes in 5 ounces. You get 180 yards. And it is 75% acrylic and 25% polyamide, and it is a bulky number 5. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, this stuff is so soft. And I love the way it just glides over the knitting needles, my wooden ones. And I love the way it glides over my crochet hook. Now, the reason I've not finished this is because I started making this sweater for myself. Because I'm like, I have to have this near my skin. So I started to make a sweater, and I'm afraid that the sweater I'm making, I'm not going to have enough yarn for. And I don't know if they're going to discontinue this yarn, but every time I go there, like, it doesn't seem to be being replaced. And so I'm afraid I'm not going to get the color I need. And at this point, let alone, like, I'm afraid they're not going to have the yarn at all in any color. So since I do have this color and I'm making something with the same color, I'm going to hold on to this in case I need to use some of this yarn. I hope that I don't, but I'm not sure yet. So this is just kind of on hold until I finish this sweater because I really want to finish this sweater. Now I am crocheting this, and I do have quite a bit of yarn that I was able to get. And I think worst case, I could probably find something online. I don't like paying overpriced for like discontinued stuff. The pattern I'm using is, it's called the Super Slouchy Sweater by Michelle Greenberg. The snugglery.net is the website. And it's kind of like this cropped sweater. And I think it will be so cute and cozy with this yarn because it drapes really well. And this is going to end up being more oversized than I anticipated because the size I'm making, I'm not that size anymore since I've lost weight. But it's a good thing that the things I'm making me are intended to be oversized. So I've got the first part of it done. Like, I have no idea what this is going to look like. I feel like this is going to be so big. And I normally check gauge, and I didn't check gauge on this, so it's probably going to be really big. Like, bad big. Bad big. But I love the bottom. Oh my gosh, I'm just so obsessed with this. This might be like, I know it's supposed to be cropped, but since I didn't use gauge, it might end up being really long. And if that's the case, this will just be so cute with some leggings or something. I'm okay with that. Or I'll sleep in it. I don't care. It's so cozy. I'm very excited about this. So I've used several skeins so far. I'm hoping I don't have to go into the stash, but I might have to. So that's why the other one is on hold. So, and this works up so fast. And it's a great pattern. That and the other pattern that I'm testing right now. Well, even the tank top I just tested. Like, even though it uses, for me to get gauge, I had to use a smaller hook because I think I crochet very loosely. And all the patterns, like, I love it because there's enough going on that it keeps me engaged with the project, but it's not so tough that I can't like take it with me and like halfway think about the project, and I can get somewhere with it and make some progress. And all of these patterns so far have been nice like that. And let me see if I can find my hook in here. And I'm using a 6mm J hook for this sweater. And my circular knitting needles are a 15. And I don't know how many inches around the circular is. I don't know. Does it say on here? You know, I don't knit as much as I crochet. That might also be why it hasn't gotten very far. But both are just very lovely and therapeutic to do. I think that might be... I have another project that I'm working on. It's very much on hold right now until I get these other ones done, because I'm focusing on my test crochets first before I go back to some of my other stuff. And then I want to create some stock for the shop. And then I'll probably get to one of the other projects that I haven't shown you yet. And I'm not talking about the Totoro. I guess I am, because that one's been delayed as well until I find it. But the other one I'm making is this really cool like vest for my youngest daughter. And it's deals with changing colors. Never done before. And so it's very slow going. And I want to rip my hair out most of the time. It's not a super ambitious project, but I probably should have started with something else first. But okay, now on to the yarn that I got. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm into making all these headbands that I showed you, right? And I showed you the one baby yarn I got. And I also got another Baby Bee Soft and Sleek baby yarn. Everything's the same on this one, except we have a different colorway. And this one is called Bedtime Giggles. Oh, that's so cute. $3.99. Can't beat that. Oh, and when I go to Hobby Lobby, I get them on a sale week. and 30% off. So can't beat that either. And this stuff is just so soft and smooth, soft and sleek, and it's low pill fiber. So I'm hoping, you know, items like this that are worn a lot will, you know, the condition will stay good and in good shape because of the low pill. I also got an I Love This yarn in the print version, and it's a, if you're not familiar with this type of yarn, it's like the I Love This yarn standard. So this is the 4 medium weight. You get 5 ounces and 252 yards. It's 100% acrylic. This is my go-to standard yarn. I've noticed that the plain colors are a lot softer than the prints. For some reason, when we change colors and put different things in there, it doesn't feel as soft as the plain colors, but it's still very soft. And I plan to use this for headbands as well. And I really am loving the kind of pastel rainbow that you get from this. What is this called? This is called Parcel and Bow. And it's a very relaxing, it's like a relaxing, happy rainbow. This would make a very cute, like, unicorn amigurumi. Or, I don't know. But it's pretty and soft. So I got that. And then I would like to make some random acts of crochet kindness things. Ooh, this is a prince, and this is very soft. It's softer than the other one. But anyway, random acts of crochet kindness. And I would like to make some hearts or something since we're coming up on Valentine's Day. And so this one is called Strawberry Jam. And I just think it would be perfect for a little random act of crochet kindness to make something up and then leave it out for someone to find. So let me know if you're a part of the Facebook group Random Acts of Crochet Kindness. If you're not, you should join. My mom is a part of it as well. And you can see everything that people are making. They share different patterns and stuff on there for tiny little goodies. And people who find things go to that Facebook page and like share a picture that, hey, I found this and thank you. You know, put a smile on my face. And so it's really neat. So that's what I would like to use with that. And all those I got at Hobby Lobby and got for 30% off. This I did not get for 30% off because it was a year price item. Priced for $11.99, but it's this, it's hand-dyed, 100% mercerized Egyptian cotton. It's crochet thread. I used crochet thread one other time, and I made my daughter this pattern. And I don't think, yeah, that color is not on here, the one that I made. I'll share a picture in my community feed. That way you guys can see that. And then maybe the next time I put up a video, I'll show you that shirt that I made. But I made it out of this cotton. And it was so pretty and so nice to work with. Like working with crocheting with actual crochet thread. It's a game changer. I didn't have any splitting. And I think it's because the yarn might be twisted in a different direction. And so when you're twisting and hooking, it's not flipping it back and unwinding it where you can get your hook through and separate the strands. So it's not it's much less aggravating sometimes. So I love that. But I got this set. My mom doesn't know about it yet, but part of this is for her. We'll both use it, but mostly for her because she does like micro crochet. She uses those little tiny crochet hooks and makes little things. She'll make like little bookmarks and feathers and just different things. And this is the stuff that we can use for those tiny things. And I thought that these colors would be very pretty to make some of those things with. So Since these are the hand dyed like variegated colors, I think they were a couple dollars more expensive. Like you get more yardage with the plain colors, but it's totally worth it for those beautiful colors. And then the last thing I got is this new Loops and Threads ombre hues. So excited about this. Look at those colors. Aren't those so pretty? Are you seeing a trend here with all of the colors I love? I showed you the brown first, because even though I'm wearing brown, I'm not a huge fan of working with yarn that's not pretty colors, because why do other colors when you can make stuff out of this cool stuff? So they have a lot of colors to choose from, and I'll probably even throw in a video right here so you can see all the selection. This one that I chose is the Lilac, Marigold, and Mint. I liked it because there was very distinct color changes, whereas some of the other ones it was like mostly pinks, mostly purples. But I like this because you get warm colors and cool colors all in the same thing, and it was kind of different, like not necessarily a rainbow, but you know, you're getting all across the color spectrum with this. So the pattern that I'm currently testing, I'm going to make myself another one out of this. And I was very happy with how much this cost. I was able to get 20% off with the coupon, and then I had a voucher for $10 off. So ended up costing me $16 for all of this. And each skein is 426 yards, 5.29 ounces. It's originally $7.99. It's a light 3. And it's 75% polyester and 25% acrylic. It is hand wash cold, non-chlorine bleach when needed, dry flat, do not iron. So it's a little more delicate when it comes to washing it, which is fine. But I've never used Loops and Threads yarn, and I've never used anything like this where it looks like the tiny little string is looped into the other one. I don't know if you can see that or if you're familiar with how it is. Get this to focus a little bit. But it's a different kind of yarn, how the fibers come together. That might be Loops of Threads in the Loops and Threads. But this is very soft, and I'm excited to work with it. So, yay! That's all I have for this video. Thanks for joining me. Happy to be back with you guys. My craft room is still clean, still usable. And hopefully I'll have another update for you soon on some of these yarns that I've gotten and the projects that I'm working on. Bye!